morning pizza lover, welcome back to my pizza shop. And today I'm gonna talk about some classic mistake, well it's not classic, some mistakes some people does, so I'm trying to give you some tips to show you to avoid those mistakes to make a great pizza. So first I want to talk about shaking your dough when you're making it. Make sure they go good shake, they're nice and big. So I always check the day before, always a couple of hours to see they're growing properly. Make sure they kind of side like that. If it's too small, leave a room temperature to make sure they are big enough. If it's too small, you're not gonna get the good result. So very important, make sure the good side of your pizza dough. So now, I've been reading a couple of comments about my spatula, metal spatula. Someone said, Massimo, when you scoop your pizzas, you might scoop in and make some microplastic. So maybe it could be possible, but what I do also, obviously if you force too much, you're gonna scratch your pizza tray and you might probably get some microplastic, which you probably don't even see that. But what I do normally as well, to avoid any force, I put semolina before putting the dough in to help to scoop in easily. And also what you need to do, or you can use a plastic spoon like this from G-Metal, but it's very important at the end of the day to not get too force. So when you scoop your pizza, cover with some semolina. Good morning. Very good, very good. You? Excellent. So a little bit always helping, just put a little bit on your spatula, cutting, and you don't have to force so much. And you scoop it. As you can see, my pizza tray, I'll show you, that doesn't have any scratch. Of course, if you go aggressive, probably the subscribers say that, yeah, you might be able to scoop some microplastic, but obviously those with tray we use on the pizzerias, I don't think they do any different size. Some people go wood, but ideal would be maybe aluminum one, but I don't know. But don't be forced, you shouldn't get any micro plastic. Okay, so now be careful now. I'll be wet here when I put that tray. Need to clean it, because now we're gonna stretch a pizza. And obviously, always when you stretch your pizza on your table, you need to make sure it's dry and clean. Okay, so now the classic mistake, I've seen it for many people. I see even videos of people stretching pizza, and then do that, stretching, okay, and then you are putting the sauce. Stop, 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 stop. Why? You can't bring your pizza like this, because if you go perforate pizza pill, you're gonna put all the semolina, all your flour inside, your pizza is gonna be bitter. Also, you need to shake it. So you don't wanna remove all the flour, so make sure your table is clean. You don't have to put anything on your table. If you feel crazy stuff, so just a little bit, but I don't really need it, because that you want to make nice and dry. So now you can put your sauce, because if you start to put all the flour with your pizza in your oven, you're gonna make your oven dirty, and you're gonna eat raw semolina, burnt semolina flour. Your pizza is gonna be absolutely horrible. That's gonna be even good for you. Okay, now another classic mistake. I say classic, I don't know if it's the right word, but another typical mistake I've seen it. Okay, you put in the oven, okay, you give stretch, okay, you shake and it's all good, okay, and you put in the oven. It's very important, guys, that is very important. When you cook your pizza, you have to check the top side, also you need to check at the bottom side. It's very important, because otherwise, could I show you what I see recently, people eating those pizza and cook. So very important, you make everything, your dough is great, everything's good, but the cooking also is very important. If you make mistake making your cooking, your pizza wouldn't be good anyway. So let me get a plate. Gonna put a plate. So what I'm trying to say to you guys, it doesn't matter which oven you use, but it's very important with the rotator is designed for two reasons. Turn the pizza, but also designed because it's more to check the button. So as you can see, if you wouldn't check the button like that, look, the oven there is super. So if you're now gonna check, I just cook my pizza like that, that pizza will be absolutely a disaster. So when you cook it, you need to make sure top and the bottom perfectly cooked. Otherwise, guys, there's no chance. Also, if your pizza is completely white at the bottom is raw and not gonna be happy your stomach. Okay. So always important to check. I see the bottom rotating. As I say, it doesn't matter if you use wood fire, gas or electric, the principle is always the same. The base has to check it. My oven showed me already, that side is pretty good. So if you put a little bit under there, it's gonna cook. But I will show you what the big mistake I see recently. People eating those pizzas. Say, oh, this is my pizza, I cook my pizza. And then, unfortunately, the pizza is not good like they say. Oh, so tasty, so good. Okay, we're gonna deal with the simple one. Yeah, I will show you the correct cooking, not only from the top, but also important from under. Okay, so, for example, if you take this pizza like that, no, a bit longer, because it's easy to cook from top, but sometimes people don't understand the principle of cooking the pizza. So for example, okay, that pizza already say, okay, this is a little bit, but when you check here, guys, this is not enough, that's not enough cook. You can't eat pizza like that. So what I show you again now, I'm gonna put back, I'm gonna put a little bit where it's more hot spot inside, just to be more color. And that's okay, that's you probably we're gonna talk. Okay, what you need, so basically if you see, if this is too white, just found for a few seconds how hot part inside the oven. Don't keep too low. Okay, you always put turning this there. Okay, I can see already change it. I like my pizza. You don't want to get completely black or bad, but you want this kind of color, which I'm gonna show you in a second. Okay, that's kind of color I like. Brown, not bad, or even cook. At the bottom side, I'm gonna fold it. It is the way I do like cook my pizza, the kind of standard way. I recommend to not go not too black, not too white, because otherwise, even if you make it the perfect dough, everything, the perfect sauce, it wouldn't be good. So that's kind of mistake that you should avoid to make the best result. Obviously, we all learn it, sometimes we make mistake, but I like to make this video to improve. One of you probably don't know. That's my topics for today, guys. Be back in business. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Cheers.